Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Rose Bouquet. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So today I'm going to be talking about Aaron Carter, and the reason I'm going to talk about him is because I did follow him a bit in the past, and I just wanted to kind of give my viewpoint. I know there's a lot of people saying a lot of different things, which everybody's entitled to their own opinion. This is just my opinion. It You could think it's right or wrong, and that's your opinion. So I'm just going to state what I think is going on or what may have happened, and that's it. So um, Aaron Carter was a wild person at heart. I mean, you can even go back in videos of when he was younger, on the Carter, when they did their reality show on TV, and see that he did wild and dangerous things. He liked things like that. He liked racing in those dirt bikes, and he was just into that kind of lifestyle. And then I know I watched him on Instagram Live a couple years ago. He would be on Instagram Live, I think Facebook Live. I think he did a lot of live sessions, like every day for hours. So you really got to know him. I mean, you really got to get a feel for who he was and understand what you were dealing with. And he really did like attention. He liked the spotlight. He was an entertainer. Um, I wasn't personally into the new music he was putting out, so that's why, I watched him I actually was watching him when he got the first face tattoo, the Medusa on his cheek, and I was like, no, don't do it. And so he did it. But after that, a little while after that, I stopped watching him. You can only handle so many hours of watching a celebrity online. I just thought it was interesting that he posted it, and so I did watch it. But what I think is Aaron lived his life how he wanted to live it. Because when I was watching him, he was living like a low key rock star. So what do I mean by that is that, he had access to the drugs, the friends that come with that. And then he had women, like a new girlfriend every week when I was watching him. So I was just like, he's not really my cup of tea. I think he would really like cherry pick the women that he liked offline that he would contact. Because I think he met most of the women that he dated just online from their Instagram and everything. I know he had this one, he liked women with like larger derrieres and plumped up lips and things like that. I noticed he had that type. I know he went out with Trisha Paytas. Then he went out with this, like, kind of, I think she was like kind of a famous Instagram model with like a really, voluptuous figure. And then he had his girlfriend that he has now, but he had a lot of girls in between as well. So it just kind of felt like he was just one of those people that he lived the way he wanted to live, in my opinion. I think the fact that he died was an accident. I don't think he intended to do that at all. It was not suicide. It was just a completely an accident. Because I've seen TikToks, I looked it up. He was like talking with Spencer Pratt and having a fun time on TikTok the day of him dying. So he definitely probably just took something and passed out and unfortunately drowned in the tub. So it's really unfortunate. I know Whitney Houston, that happened to her too. I don't understand why people, if they're on drugs, like why they feel like they need to go take a bath. Like that's kind of, weird to me in a way, but it's very sad. The whole situation is very sad. But I guess I kind of differ with everyone else because I feel like he lived life on his own terms. He did things his way. I think Nick did want to do a conservatorship on him, but he wouldn't allow it. So it kind of makes me think of the Britney Spears conservatorship as well, because even though her dad was nasty and everything, maybe he did save her life. I mean, he kept her off drugs. So, I mean, that was a plus, which is something that people couldn't get Nick to do. So, I just think it was an accident, an unfortunate accident. And unfortunately, the person that is going to suffer the most is his child and, of course, his family. The whole thing is really sad. But at the same time, he lived life on his own terms. He did what he wanted to do. He partied the way he wanted to party. He had interviews with people. He had friends. He had a nice house. I mean, he lived the way he wanted to live. He had girlfriends. I swear he had, when I was watching him a couple of years ago, I mean, he was just going through women like one after another. It was crazy to watch how many he went through. So, it's unfortunate and very sad that this happened, and he was young. But I can say for certain he lived the life he wanted to live the way he wanted to live it. And that's it. So he even had a kid, and he just couldn't keep it together with. I just think when I watched his Instagram lives, they were just chaotic. And I think he just liked to be on Instagram live all the time. He loved the attention of people. And, um, he was having a good time. He was living the life he wanted to live. So I can't really say that, it was the drugs or this and that, which of course, ultimately it was the drugs. But I don't think anybody could have stopped him. I think he lived his life the way he wanted to live it, and he was in charge, and he made sure of that. So, you know, there's really nothing anybody else. I don't think it was his brother's fault. His brother could have, in my opinion, been more supportive, reached out to him more, things of that nature, I'm sure. But ultimately, Aaron did what Aaron wanted to do, and that was it. So I just wanted to put that out there because a lot of people are saying, oh, they're just like, they're painting it in a certain picture. But in my opinion, he lived a very rock star lifestyle, low key. He was partying. He did what he wanted to do. So there's really not much else you can say about it. That's just the type of person he was. He was just living loud. And so he was always like just doing what he wanted to do. So I don't know if there was anybody that could have ever prevented that from happening. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't know why people go take baths while they're under the influence. I think that's very strange. But it happened, so I don't know what else to say. So anyway, let me know what you guys think below in the comments below. I hope everybody is having a great day and stay safe. Take care. Bye.